What do you want to do when you get a little bit older?
I haven't decided yet, but I always want to keep on singing.
Next up, we have Mercer County's Daniela Conti.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniela Conti.
We have Daniela and Giovanni Conti singing, playing guitar, and playing the drums to Mean by Taylor Swift.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's contestant number 1. She's from Hamilton, New Jersey. She's Daniela Conti.
Music has kind of always been my best friend. To quote Taylor Swift, people haven't always been there for me, but music always has. I remember in 2nd grade, my friends left me out at indoor recess, so I sat by myself and wrote a song about it. Music was the thing that understood me when no one else tried to. You may think this story starts with a song, but it really starts with a show, America's Got Talent. In elementary school, I started watching America's Got Talent every Tuesday with my family, and I quickly became its #1 fan. I even got to see it live a few times when it was filmed at Radio City Music Hall. What made the show so special was that I loved watching ordinary people's dreams come true, and I think I've secretly always wished that one of those people would someday be me. When I was in 6th grade, Grace Vanderwall won the show from singing and accompanying herself on ukulele, and I was determined to do the same. Grace Vanderwall, because when she won America's Got Talent, I learned how to play the ukulele and the guitar. I started taking ukulele lessons, collecting way too many ukuleles, and then I even taught myself how to play guitar. When I only had 1 ukulele, my parents took it away one time as a punishment because they knew I cared more about it than my phone. But I guess they gave up on that when my collection grew to 13. I signed myself up for any and every opportunity I could. Talent show, senior center, songwriting competition, you name it. If there was a mic, I was there. But the real challenge wasn't the performances, it's always been believing that I could do it. It's easy to sing when you're behind an instrument, but what happens when you take that away? You'd think having to remember the lyrics and chords at the same time would be the hard part, but honestly, it's the opposite. Not knowing what to do with my hands, worrying if the music skips, if I come in at the wrong time, the things I'd be able to cover up with my guitar. I remember my junior year of high school, I had a solo that kept me up at night because I couldn't get past the feeling that I wasn't good enough to sing it. One day we watched a recording of a rehearsal in class and I looked so nervous. Like I wanted to be anywhere else but standing in that classroom singing that song. My nerves were making me forget the words, the riffs, everything. That's when my choir teacher told me something I'll never forget. If you want to sound like a rock star, you have to pretend to be one. Even if it's fake, you wear the mask. That night, somehow the mask came out, and I'm forever grateful that it did. I had to learn to wear that mask even when I was sick and couldn't hear with a double ear infection, unsure if I was even singing at the right time. Maybe I'll never actually have that confidence, but I've learned something more important. Sometimes you just have to fake it until you make it, and eventually you do make it. I've always hoped to get cast as a lead in a play, land more solo opportunities, or win a singing competition. I've spent years trying, and sometimes it feels like no one wants to take a chance on me. And maybe that's because others have stronger voices or more experience. But that's okay. Because for me, music has never been about being the best. It's been about passion, and passion isn't something you can compare. I'd much rather see someone else get the part than regret never trying, because not taking the chance, that's the real loss. I was born a preemie at 26 weeks, weighing 1 pound 10 ounces. That's a 1 in a million chance of survival, and a 1 in a million chance of having no health complications. I was supposed to have trouble speaking, but here I am singing my way through life. So if that little baby could defy the odds, what makes me, or you, any less capable? So get on stage during your freshman welcome week, open for a band as big as Foreigner with your a cappella group, sign up for karaoke on a cruise, and whatever you do, dream bigger than the world tells you to.